Hi everyone, I just want to show you how easy it is to actually score 45 shards on blitz. It's not that difficult. So if you are one of those people that struggles or thinks you might not be able to make it, then give it another try. Do one rotation, should be able to get about 7,000 points, 700,000 points hopefully, and you do about 5 rotations, you should be able to get 12 million points. That should get you to the 4 to 10% in the blitzes, and that'll get you 45 shards, and it goes a long way to help you collect all your characters. So I hope it helps.
Right, okay, so I've already started the Bishop Blitz. I've been through it twice. So at the moment I've scored, so look, 1.5 million almost. So 1,489,511. So almost 1.5 million. That's pretty good for 2 rotations. So it kind of gives you an idea that you can reach those high scores with enough rotations, because if you can do it twice and hit a million, I couldn't hit a million before, so it just seemed impossible. But if you can do that, if you've got, perhaps your team is a similar team to mine, so I'm 4 million, not that massive, and I can hit 45 without that much effort. I think the last blitz was M'Baku, and M'Baku, I think I blitzed 2 rotations maybe a day, and I still got 45 shards, which is pretty good, because if you can get 45 shards for each character, then you're laughing. But here we go. So let's start off with what you should be looking for. So let's just get through it first. The first thing I do is just invert this. So I press the little triangle on the black screen, and it just inverts all the players from weakest to most powerful, and it just helps you to scroll through it a little bit quicker. So get rid of these guys, and I expect to lose at least 2 or 3 fights in a row, which is fine. I don't expect to win from these. These are literally, they're there to die, and I mean that in the most respectful way possible. So I'm not even concerned about who they're fighting against. I'm just worried about getting through them. So quickly and fast, and just, yeah, get through. Surprising, it happens. I mean, I did win every single fight in my first rotation, but it's pretty easy on the first one round, and then it gets more difficult as you go along. Shadowlands, not for them before. I bet we lose, but hey. I mean, I think I would have lost that anyway, so it's not really a big deal. But Ravagers, we love them. They're awesome. And yeah, I'm going to lose that because Marauders, you ain't going to beat Marauders, even with Ant-Man on it. Even with Ant-Man. Ant-Man is really good. Amazing. No, he's not. He's okay. He's got a good skill set, but he's just really weak. I don't like the people that go down like hot tissues. Wet tissues, sorry. Hot tissues. What's a hot tissue? Anywho, I digress. So, Spider-Man. Spider-Man's an easy one to look out for. He dies. Because these are just the teams that I really don't care about. There's only certain people that might not use Spider-Man Miles because he's on a team. Don't use him on this random thing. And Elektra's another person to look out for. Elektra is pretty poor. So, well, she's not poor, she's okay. She just doesn't win. Spider-Man don't win. Elektra don't win. It's a sad state of affairs, right? When Spider-Man don't win. It's a terrible thing, because Spider-Man's the greatest hero of them all. No, literally, I think Spider-Man's pretty awesome, but War Machine is good. That's gonna be a win. I don't really want to, but I'm just going to get rid of them because it's just... So I think your entire roster is what? Mine's 155, so I've got most of the characters. That gives you 22 teams, so you can realistically have 15 to 20 wins in that battle. And if you get 15 to 20 wins, then you can score similar score to mine. You know, similar score, I say similar score, you know, it might be a little bit less, it might be a little bit more. Depends on your team power, obviously, and it depends on how many rotations you do. But the more rotations you do, the more you're going to score. I normally do about a minimum of 4 if it's a character I want, and I do a maximum of 6. Yeah, I don't do more than that because I don't really get time to do more than that. Not because I'm an exceptionally busy person, it's because I don't set my alarm. I don't really feel like it should be that, oh, I've got to set my alarm. You know, it's not fun for me setting my alarm to do something. It should be, I do it when I want to do it. I pick it up in my own time. That's what you do with the game. But it's fine. It's what you do because we love Marvel and we love the characters. No, in all seriousness, the characters, we want to get the characters, and they're almost impossible to well, they're not impossible, but they're difficult to get. So we want to make it easy for us, and blitz is an easy way. I think it's an easy way. I don't see why you wouldn't blitz to get the characters. Merc's wicked, but yeah. This is my makeshift Black Order. Yeah, Ravage Stitcher is another. I mean, yeah, not Stitcher, he is too, but Boomer is, and the other blue Ravager, Yondu, yeah, he's not good either. Damn, I'm on a roll here. I'm actually like winning 90% of all the fights. Oh wow, I lost. No way. Amazing. X-Force is just, when you say about X-Force, they're just top quality. They're low down at the moment, but I think the best character on that whole team is X-23, and X-23, she's coming along. She's a work in progress. She's not on the shelf, and she's not forgotten. I really didn't expect to win so many in a row, because after you've been through it on the 3rd or 4th rotation, it gets pretty difficult. Starts to make you, what's going on here? Is this game getting harder? Is AI kind of figuring out that, hey, I know your tricks. What? You know my tricks? No, I don't know. It's just not that sophisticated. Unfortunately. Well, fortunately. Fortunately, unfortunately. See. Defenders, hit and miss. They beat my symbiotes. And I can beat them with aim. Shocking. These lot, they won't lose. I don't even try. I don't even have to look. They're just a strong team. Mind you, my Thor is stupidly strong and my Hela is 112,000, so kind of helps. These lot don't lose. But yeah, it still helps to look at what you're doing. Don't just have your fingers on the buttons and automatically go to press, 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 press. Just hold tight. Have a look at what's going on. Look at the gauge. The gauge is the most important thing. If it's on red, then you've got to be a little bit more vigilant. If you've got 53, you've got to be a little bit more vigilant because it's going to be a powerful team. So if you've got a such as this, if you've got the Magneto and his Brotherhood, you're going to lose that team to that team. So here we go, another team, Brotherhood again. So I'm going to lose that, and it's quite a little bit. What? It's nearly what? 30, 20, 30, yeah, nearly 30,000 stronger than me. So I'm going to definitely lose that. I mean, even if they were equal match, I would lose that. But Spider-Man, see, now similar. This is what, 50 to 60, 70, yeah. Victory. So I'm looking for the non-synergy team. If it's a non-synergy team, it's more of a high chance of victory. Now, this is one of my throwaway ones, but I'm going to give it a crack anyway. Some are just literally there to get use out of them because they're sitting on the shelf, and I don't want to waste. Don't want to fight X-Force. X-Force will beat you every time. X-Men will beat you most times, 90% of the time. And these lot, I don't know. And I'm not even... This is a loss, watch. So I'm kind of saying it's predictable. You can tell what you're going to win and what you're going to lose. Now, I don't think I'm going to beat any of them, but... And you can't win them all. That's, what, 2 fights? Is it 3 fights that I've lost out of? So that's, if I'm talking about out of 22. 3 out of 22 is not too bad. That's like 19 wins. And if I'm getting $750,000 from 19 wins, I'm not doing too bad. That gets me, you know, in my 3 days, probably about between 12 and 15 million. And that always gets me 45 shards. So like anybody who's wondering, who's a little bit like, oh, I don't know if I want to go through all that effort, all that time, because it's a lot of time that you go through. You don't want to go through all that time and think, oh, yeah, I still got 25 shards or 15 shards, and that's really disappointing. It's sad, makes people want to cry. But if you know in your head you can do it, then you're going to try. You don't feel like such a, you know, oh, I don't want to do this. It's so difficult. It takes so long. Oh my God. You know, that kind of situation. Expected so, because I didn't have that many choices. In that kind of situation, I would suggest that you just, if you know you're going to lose, just skip the team, because there's no harm in you skipping the team. And that'll be a team that you can go back to later on if you really wanted to. Or you could simply, I've run out of teams now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just grab whoever I can and stick them on. Pokemon, and if they win, they win. If they don't win, it's, yeah. I think I literally have used everyone. So I went up to a certain line with my rogues at the bottom, who I don't really use. Well, I do use them, but I don't really rate them. And just to lose. So I went from the bottom, and I just randomly picked everyone. And I went through and through and through, and I literally am picking this team to lose because I want them to lose now. And why I want them to lose is because next time I go around on the rotation, I don't want it to be ridiculously, like, stupidly high on the reds. I'm starting off with the low, crappy teams that I want to lose anyway. So I'm starting off at an even keel, and I'm building all the way up to the higher numbers. But I'm doing it with the teams that I know will lose, and then the teams that I know that are going to win, who are good teams. You want to guarantee their victories, so you want to get them in the right position and fight them in the right battles. And if you're not getting that right battle, just ignore it, skip past it. And if it's a team that loses, that's normally wins but is losing, don't be afraid to lower them down on the roster. Doesn't matter about the power level, but if you're a team that's winning all the time, don't be afraid to increase that on the roster, because it's just how that, when you organize it in that way, it just works a lot better. And I'm trying to find a team, that's not gonna win. I think I've used everyone. So for science, definitely not. I think this is about pretty much it. So I'm going to show you the score afterwards, and then you can go and make your tea or whatever you do in your spare time whilst you're not listening to people talk about marvelstrikeforce and how to blitz. So I've done this, I don't know how long it's taken me, but it normally takes that's pretty much how easy it is. So if you think it's something that's achievable for yourself, please don't be afraid of the blitz. The blitz is easy, and you can run through it in less than 10 minutes. It normally takes me about 6 minutes. So, and if you leave me comments and let me know how it goes anyway. So if you're doing well, if it works for you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so that's about it really. It's as simple as that. Look out for certain characters like Spider-Man, Shield Medic, Elektra, Ant-Man, any of those kind of lower, weaker ones that go down easy, and you should be able to win. You can punch up, and it's not all about which teams you have. It doesn't have to be the most built-up team. Blitz is easier than other modes anyway, so don't get too caught up in it. Just go through the rotations. It's all about just going through it as quickly as possible, so you don't have to worry too much about this, that, and the other. And organization is key. So if it's organized in the right way, you'll be able to you'll get easier. You'll get a feel for it as you go along, and it'll just take you a few minutes rather than to take you 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever it takes you. Anyway, thank you very much. I hope this helps, and if you could be so kind, subscribe. It helps me, it helps other people see the video, and if you could give us a like, that'd be great. That'd be fantastic as well. I wish you all the best. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.